Okay, so welcome to the Freeze Lake School Library. The picture in the background is the picture into our library with the welcome sign. And then I have a short explanation, basically inviting everybody to the library, inviting what the space is all about, what they might find, and basically relaying the message that we want to help them, and that's why we're here. So on the first page, I put an image of me and Kate DiCamillo because I met her about a month ago at a book reading that she was doing in Brookfield. And I think it was awesome to meet her because she's one of my all-time favorite authors. And surprisingly, the kids thought it was kind of cool too that I got to meet a real-life author, especially one like Kate, because a lot of my sixth graders love her books as well. And then right away, there are three important links on the bottom for teachers and students. One is the library card catalog. The other one is a survey to recommend a book, which they always want to do. And I always tell them, use that survey because I can't remember everything that they tell me. And it's a really short survey. And the other one is to report a problem. Our librarian also takes care of the technical issues with iPads and Chromebooks in the district. So that's a good way for her to have that information. We have an about page. That's our librarian, Mrs. Harwood. I decided to put screencasts on here. So this one in particular deals with the research project that I'm using for the Knowledge Building Center, and it's on how to find a book based on your F&P level, which Chrissy did teach them about, but this is sort of a refresher because they always forget. And so that's where we would put other screencasts and helpful things, and maybe cut down on some of the reporting a problem. And then we have our reading page. All of the reading resources are kind of laid in here together because so many books are, they can't just be 3 through 5 books, and they're not just 6 through 8 books because lots of kids are reading lots of different levels. But a lot of these resources will help all the kids. And then, their teachers kind of know too, obviously, so they'll tell them, oh, the first grader, look at Novelist, and then you can find some recommendations there, and the teachers are really helpful in that. And then I decided again that we're gonna include the YA book talks or any kind of book talks that we do that we can record and just put on here, and we can even archive them when we have more. Then we have our research page, and this page, it was kind of important for us to separate some of those tools. That's why we have 2 different sections here. You'll see that everything is very clearly spelled out for the kids as to what it's about. The learning page, there are teacher resources and student resources. This is where the Knowledge Building Center will be. And my Knowledge Building Center is on the World War II and the Holocaust. It's an ELA unit that we do that the 8th grade ELA teacher does with her students. Then we have the makers, which I started with this great video from Dale Doherty from the makers movement, and it really kind of gets people excited, and it really lets parents know what the makers movement is all about. We do have a makerspace in the building, so that's really interesting, and lots of great links on here for most of my makerspace kids. Come here for ideas and things like that. And then lastly, we have a page for fun. Yes, there are limited resources, but the teachers have kind of requested over and over again for us to not be putting links upon links of resources for fun games on our library webpage, just because the kids have lots of access to games. And so I narrowed them down to 6. I keep saying we because obviously I was talking to Chrissy while I was doing this to see if she thought things were a good idea or not. So, I tried to make it simplistic just so that it's not distracting, and I specifically did not use icons for the links just because I just couldn't get them to, look right, like on the page, and then I couldn't get one for every link, and then I just wanted to be consistent, so that's why I decided to just go with the annotating and giving a short explanation and then giving the link. Okay, thank you.